my friends. It's me, Dee Dee, on YouTube here. No, I don't have a mustache, although when the little tiny hairs start growing in, because I'm Italian, you have to do something to get rid of it. I'm thinking of getting like that wax and just ripping it off. Unfortunately, just ignore the mustache. I tried to for now. Okay. Who knows? That might be one of my symptoms and side effects from eating dairy, for all I know. So recently I found out that I am allergic to dairy, like highly allergic to dairy. Not anaphylactic shock, highly, but itchy rash on the back of my knee. Really allergic to dairy. And bloating and pain and just feeling like a Mack truck ran over me. That sort of allergy to dairy. Um, yeah, dairy is not my friend. Neither is high amounts of gluten. Hi, Bo. Bowie's my friend. And I want to talk to you about a dilemma I have, especially this summer. Well, probably every summer, but this summer in particular because I'm being invited places where there's food. This is something that a lot of you probably don't think about. And I didn't have to either until I developed a dairy allergy. So, most foods, as you know, I'm going on a walk, by the way. Most foods, as you know, have chemicals in them. Like we're talking about packaged foods, boxed, bagged, store bought, that kind of stuff. But we don't always think about dairy because dairy's added to things like in the form of cream, in the form of milk powder, in the form of whey, in the form of out and out milk. Um, I've been going places lately for dinners. I will not mention where because I'm not trying to insult anybody because I appreciate the invites and I appreciate the company and the fellowship and all of it. What I don't appreciate is most of the foods, though well meaning and very nice foods and very yummy, tasty foods, have cream in them, have milk in them, have dairy in them, and then I end up paying the next day for having eaten it. For instance, prepackaged things. Let's talk about that. Prepackaged things like pasta, um, any type of grains that seemingly are innocent, like, oh, well, it's only this. It's not only that, because if you read, there's other ingredients added to it. And Dee Dee eats them, and the next day, Dee Dee wakes up unable to move. Dee Dee wakes up sick to her stomach, or doesn't even get to sleep because she's so sick to her stomach from having eaten it. Now, the reason Dee Dee ate it was because we're partying or we're at a family dinner and we don't want to offend anybody. And usually, what it looks like for me is before I even go, if I ask people, hey, what are we having for dinner? First of all, most people just like to surprise you. You know, oh, I don't know what we're having. We'll figure it out when you get here. Or I'm running late. I don't have time to plan. I get that. I understand. I've been in that situation myself. But for me, I have to ask you what you're serving me. And I have to know every ingredient that's in it because I'm the one that suffers the next day. Um, there are such seemingly innocent foods that you can buy in a store that contain cream or cheese, for instance. Cheese. Who doesn't like cheese? I love cheese. I miss cheese. I can't have cheese. I can't. I can't have pizza with cheese on it. I can't have potatoes with cheese in them, or milk in them, or butter in them. I can't do it unless I want to suffer miserably the next day. I know this intellectually, but does that stop me from thinking, oh, well, they didn't have time to make it from scratch? Nope, because I'm a kind person. And I really do understand that you didn't have time to make it. And I understand that, you know, Other things come up. Bowie, leave the wild animal alone. Well, I hate that cats kill things. Ugh. That's one of the burdens of having indoor outdoor cats. Um anyway, yes, I intellectually know I should not eat that stuff, and I know that there's stuff in it that will poison me and make me sick for the next several days. But do I stop eating it? Oh no. I eat it because everybody else is eating it. I eat it to be polite, and then I suffer. This is more a message to myself. I could have kept it off YouTube, but you know I need something to talk about in order to even come on here live. And generally, I talk to myself with nobody talking back. So, anyway, time for my walk. So, yes, once again, I have eaten things that made me ill. It is no fault of the host or the people with me. It is my own darn fault. And I get to be the one to suffer. So, suffer I shall. But one of the things that does help is moving and getting the lymph to do whatever it's supposed to do in my body. I have a busy day today, guys. I've got to go grocery shopping. Oh, by the way, what I can eat, because a lot of people, rather than telling them what you can't eat when you have food allergies, it's easier to tell them what you can. In my case, that probably would be so. So, what I can eat is pretty much one ingredient foods. Hence, the way I eat now. In the morning, I have eggs. I have maybe turkey bacon, turkey sausage. I do not have cheese on my eggs. I do not have butter with my eggs. I don't add milk to my eggs. Hence the dairy allergy. Um, I might have like avocado. Single element in the food. An avocado. I might have bread, and I have to check the labels of the bread because you got it. They add stuff to it that I can't have in many breads. Some bread is even made with milk, believe it or not. Milk toast, anyone? Yeah. Okay, what people don't get is there's a difference between an intolerance and an allergy. Intolerance, and I've had intolerances to begin with, means, oh, you can have a little bit, it won't hurt you. Yeah, we're past that point. We are in full-fledged allergy mode at this point. I cannot have it. I can't. As much as I want to make excuses and say, oh, it's only a little bit. No, 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 no. There's no only a little bit for me anymore. Since I've hit my 50s, an allergy means misery. So, no, there's no little bit. There's no, oh, well, a little bit won't hurt you. No, a little bit will hurt you. It'll make you very sick. It'll cause you pain. It will bloat your stomach. It will make you feel like you're on fire. Allergies are allergies, folks. Take them seriously. They're nothing to play with. And the fact is, with milk allergy, I've been told by my doctor, can go into a full-on anaphylaxis situation where you stop breathing, you die. So, it's not something I want to toy with, for sure. Anyway, there was something I was getting at with all of this rambling on about allergies. Oh, and the headache. Yeah, the headache is miserable. It's more of jaw pain for me, intense jaw pain, and the bloating and just feeling sick and gross and yucky. So it's nothing to skip over. I'm really not even a red meat eater, even though I started eating animals again. Cows and I, yeah, not huge buddies. Once in a while, I have a piece of cow, but generally, no. I'm more of a fish. Maybe chicken sometimes. I mean, I still don't like the idea of eating animals, guys. I don't. I don't like the idea that we have to in order to have our hair and our nails. But right now, it is just how it is. My hair is incredibly full compared to how it was, and I'm very happy about that. But I'm not happy animals die in order for me to have a full head of hair either. What can you do? Anyway, um, I don't know. It's hard to think too. That's the other thing. It gives you foggy head and chronic fatigue and that kind of stuff and body pain. And hard to get my words out, hard to focus. Oh well, I did it to myself. Kicking myself again. Laura, you know better. Oh, we're talking single ingredient foods. Okay, so breakfast will be, like I said, and this is brilliant because this was actually a weight loss channel that I found. Mike Cola is the guy who has the channel, in case you want to check it out. I've actually got it in my recently watched videos somewhere. And what I realized was common with every meal he has is it's single ingredient food. And I can weed out the whole dairy thing. So eggs, maybe bacon, avocado, fruit, maybe a piece of toast that's high fiber and healthy. That would be a breakfast. Lunch would be any type of meat with 2 vegetables, always 2 vegetables, and I always try to make one of them green. Maybe more fruit if I want it. Yeah, I think that's about it. But ingredients that are only one, like just a single ingredient, not prepackaged with a bunch of chemicals, with a bunch of additives. I can't do it anymore, y'all. I can't. And it's hard because you go to, like, I had to tie my shoe. You go to family gatherings and they're like, well, we made this because we know that Laura can't have this, and it's like a dig at you. It's offensive. It's like, well, we know you won't have this. We know you can't eat that. And you just don't even want to tell people because it's upsetting to you the way they treat you about it. It's not like I asked for an allergy. I seriously didn't. I was all excited again about, just eating, as they say, ad libitum, and not worrying about, well, I can eat animals now, so I don't have to worry about weeding this out and weeding that out. But come to find out, I'm allergic to dairy, so can't have that. And dairy's in everything, so it limits so much of what I can do. But it's not that I'm trying to be offensive when you invite me to your dinner parties or your picnics or your parties of any kind. I just literally don't want to suffer afterwards. So if you want to invite me, that's fine. Just make single ingredient foods for me. Just make me a salad. Make me some broccoli. Give me a chicken leg. Just don't roll it and shake and bake because there's probably milk in that. Milk powder. Read ingredients. That's helpful. I mean, I don't know. And the reason I'm pondering this is I have a lot of stuff coming up. Well, quite a few things coming up. Weekly things. Sometimes monthly things. Sometimes parties in the summer or picnics. And there's not much I can eat because I don't know what y'all are putting in your food. And people are like, well, it's food. What big deal? I need to know these things. And then I feel bad asking you what you're putting in your food. Because then you're like, I don't know. I just make it. I just whip it together. Okay, you can't with me. And I'm thinking, should I really feel bad about this? Because there are kids, I know for a fact right now, that can die if they get one tiny crumb of something they're allergic to. This isn't that extreme, but it does cause me pain and sickness and duress when I eat stuff. And I'm thinking of people that have what they call hidden illnesses like fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue syndrome, lupus. Those don't always show outward signs, and then people think you're just making up stories or trying to get sympathy. So you go along with whatever the people want and you suffer later. And those people aren't around the next few days while you're miserable. So, you know, I don't know. I'm just a voice for the voiceless allergy victims out there. Seriously. Ugh. I guess that's all I had on my mind today, is just trying to get it off my mind that I'm pretty miserable today and hurting. Like even cancer victims, some people don't show on the outside that they have cancer. They don't show until they're really, really sickly. So people don't believe it and they think they're making it up. And some people are making it up, but not everybody. Just because somebody says something's wrong and you don't see it on the outside does not mean inside that person is not hurting. So if somebody tells you, and I don't care if they make up, all kinds of things about, well, I'm sick or I don't feel good, and you know that they're lying to you. To them, that's their reality. Even if they made up the reality, even if they're pretending, for all you know, they're hurting. They're experiencing what they say they are. What is the harm in saying, I'm sorry you're hurting, I'm sorry, is there anything I can do? There's no harm in that. Even if you can't feel their pain physically, be glad you can't. That doesn't mean that person is not hurting physically. So many things we just assume because we don't see it or, experience it ourselves. Oh, there we go. There's my comments. Hi, Meech. Actually, you got tuna the other day, and it's not healthy for you because of the mercury. Oh, there's a lot worse cases than Pandora faking cancer. You should go read about, what's her name, Belle something? A real life person, like not a YouTube person. I don't think she's a YouTube person. She might have been. But there's an actual Netflix video coming out about it, and I will be watching it, about a lady. I think her name was Belle Watson or something. She faked cancer. She got tons of money for it, I guess. She did the whole pretend chemo thing and just the whole 9 yards. It was way worse than anything Pandora did. I mean, I guess it's all bad, obviously, but I don't know. Pandora had other things going on that not justifying it, but hurting people do act out in certain ways. Hold on, my husband's asking me a question. There we go. All right, anyway, yeah, hurting people act out in certain ways because they don't know any other way to relate to people. And I think we shouldn't pick on Pandora at this point. I haven't even seen her on YouTube, and I don't really watch her channel, so I wouldn't know if she was on. But it's good to leave the past in the past sometimes. It is. I'm guilty of it too. I'm guilty of talking about past things on YouTube. I've tried not to. I've tried to kind of avoid that kind of discussion because it really doesn't warrant anything. It's just gossipy. Anyway, today's plan, on a happier note, I guess, is I'm going grocery shopping. And maybe that's why I came to the forefront. Plus all the torment I put myself through from eating stupidly. I'm going to go and buy a lot of single ingredient foods. If I have to, I will find a way to transport single ingredient foods with me when I go to dinners and picnics and stuff, so I can eat my food and still feel like I'm hanging out with the other people. But I am not going to keep subjecting myself to unnecessary and undue torment from being dumb and thinking I have to eat things just because they're in front of me and because I'm with other people eating them. Plus, it's sabotaging my weight loss efforts. Big time. Every time I get to the point where I'm like, ooh, 3 days in a row. You're doing it, girl. You're sticking to your food plan. And then a party comes up, a dinner comes up, and I eat stupidly. And boy, do I suffer for the next 3 days. And I'm like, 3 steps forward, 5 steps back again. It's not worth it, guys. As much as I love you, family, friends, acquaintances, party people, party animals, church people, I cannot keep doing this. I will not keep doing this. This needs to be the last moment in my life where I eat packaged foods that I know are going to cause me pain. It's got to be the last time. And yes, I'm almost close to tears because I'm hurting that bad. I'm tired of my head being congested. I'm tired of hurting all over, having a headache, having jaw pain, being frankly miserable, and suffering alone because nobody else gets to go through this, just me who ate the dumb foods. Was it worth it? Heck no, not even a tiny bit. So, anyway, I'm going to turn around and walk back the other way. I just can't do it. As much as I love y'all, as much as you made that delicious looking dessert or that yummy potato salad with all the mayonnaise in it and the eggs and milk and whatever you add to it, I can't. I can't trust just because you're saying, oh, I don't remember all of what I put in it, but I'm sure you can eat it. No, I can't. Can't do it, guys. My body is not able to do what it used to be able to do. I'm getting older. I'm in my 50s. And yeah, some people are like, well, 50s isn't a death sentence. But it sure as heck feels like it when you start getting diagnosed with this and that. You can't do what you used to be able to do. You're happy you can just get out and walk and move. Yeah, this is a little bit of a rant, y'all. You don't share your I don't feed them Fancy Feast. Nope, they get Friskies. Friskies all the way every day, y'all. No Fancy Feast for my cats. I think I gave them Fancy Feast maybe twice in their lifetime. Only because somebody might have given it to me or I got it at a pantry or something. But I absolutely do not buy Fancy Feast. Only Friskies. However, lately, they've been getting the Friskies with gravy. They like that a lot. And they actually eat that food and don't waste it, which is wonderful. Although I'm learning they can only eat half a can in the morning and half a can at night. Because otherwise it does get wasted. Okay, well anyway. I guess that's all. I'm just miserable, y'all, and I just needed to share. And I'm just speaking on behalf of other people that have food allergies. Who other people, that they're around don't take that into consideration. They don't see that every little bit of whatever allergen you're adding to the food that you normally make is causing pain for the person that feels obligated to eat it. Yeah, so we have nobody to blame but ourselves if we eat stuff like that. We need to learn to politely say, no thank you, I brought my own. No thank you, I can't have that. Or, I really don't prefer that right now. I don't know, there's got to be a way to word it so we don't offend people, but we still stick to what we know will bring us health and longevity. So, I'm going to try to be the poster child of healthy decisions as far as food goes, I should say. I'm almost home. Thankfully, I'm ready to be home. I gotta go grocery shopping, then I gotta take my car up to my mechanic guy. And then later on, I have support group. Yeah, that's my day today. It's a busy one. So, I'm gonna probably go Marco with my daughter. Oh, I am playing games, mobile games online now too. So, that's my latest hobby. I like the one with the cars where you got to steer them on the right lane or they smash into each other. That one's fun. Teaches me to improve my driving skills. And then I do the word one where you have to find words that go in the empty spaces. I do a bubble drop one where it just literally drops bubbles with numbers on top of each other. And I do the bubble shoot game too. Lots of match 3 games. I'm very into match 3 puzzles. The coloring ones where you make colorful pictures. You know, it puts the color on for you, but you click and it puts it there. Or you tap, I should say. You don't click. Click is computer, tap is phone. Yeah, so I need to get inside and do my workout, my kickboxing workout. And then the day begins. And I was dreading this day all day yesterday because, well, part of the day yesterday. Because I was like, oh, great, I get to drive again. Grocery shopping means I have to drive the car to Walmart or Aldi or wherever I go. I don't like driving, guys. Crazy road out here. Crazy drivers. Although if I leave early enough, I can beat most of the nasty traffic, which would be great. That would be my goal, to beat the crazies on the road. Prolong my life, or my chances at life a little bit more. Anyway. Oh, speaking of Meech, here she comes. Here comes the Meechie. Hi, Meech. Here comes the star. Hey, girl. Where you going? Don't head for the puddle. Why are you heading for the puddle? Yeah, don't go in the puddle. You gonna lead me home? I know, you like doing that. Where do we go, Meech? Steer me, navigate me around the puddles. Look at these puddles, guys. This is my driveway. Isn't this lovely? And these are deep puddles, too. Probably up past my ankle. That's what happens when we have a few days of rain, or even one day of rain if it's a heavy one. It's not raining now, it's just overcast. There's my skies. Yeah, pretty overcast skies. Carry on, Michi. Lead the way. She's like, you lead the way. I'm not walking in those puddles. Oh, and there goes the Bobo. Where are you running to, Mr. Man? With your big poofy tail in the wind. He's my handsome boy. So proud like a lion. Ooh, trailer cats could be so wonderful. He hops like a kangaroo. Hey, guy. You didn't kill any wildlife today, did you? I'm hoping not. Okay. We are home. Yay. Here's my fancy car. Y'all like it? I do. But it's got to get the tie rod fixed today. And it shall, because I'm not driving it like that much longer. I don't need any accidents. My yard's looking a little better. Roland hasn't trashed it quite so much this time. He owes me some money. Okay. We are home. I'm going inside, gonna go do my workout. I need to water my garden. I don't even need to water it. It's kind of watered already. It's kind of dark soil. Cucumbers are growing slowly. Tomatoes are doing super good. Look at that nice plum tomato. Now if they just get red, that'd be great. And then we got peppers, more cucumbers. You've seen it all, you know. Oh, check out what I did back here, y'all. I took the little chopper scissors and I started chopping down the weeds back here. Chopped them halfway. I thought halfway is better than nothing. Started chopping over there. And then way back there, there's a bunch of squash growing. Or pumpkins, I'm not sure. Some kind of something back there. Big tall leaves. See it? Right there. You can't see if my finger's in the way. Right. Why does it go out of focus when I put my finger in the way like that? Weird. Anyway, those big tall leafy things back there are either squash or pumpkins. I'll let you know when I find out. By the end of the summer, should have something coming up there, maybe, if it decides to grow. Alright, guys, that's it. Thanks for listening to me babble. Thanks for coming in, Meech. I will leave you with the Meech, the actual Meech, coming this way. Hey, girl. Where you going, Meechy Meech? Where you going, Meechy Meech? Where you headed, girl? She's like, what are you looking at me for? Oh, it's okay, Tina. I'm heading off to go do my workout. So thanks for being here. Time for me to go in and clear my mind and get my body worked out. So I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for being here. And I'll see you soon. Bye for now.